Mozilla has announced it's starting a new chapter with the new CEO, and they have two clear goals that we'll be talking about. With Mozilla's failures in the past, including some obscure tools that they've created, including things like Firefox OS, Notes, and one that was pretty big and just a failure to transition properly was Thunderbird. Again, not a failure on that part, it's just a reflection of Mozilla's struggle with its product focus. Will they be able to turn around and focus on what's important for their business, which are the core components that we use day in and day out? Let's get into this announcement and meet the new CEO. A new chapter for Mozilla, focused execution, and an expanded role in charting the internet's future. This is written by former CEO Mitchell Baker, who is the chairwoman of Mozilla Firefox and former CEO of the corporation. Baker was trained as a lawyer and coordinated business and policy issues while sitting on the Mozilla Foundation Board of Directors. With that in mind, today marks a significant moment in our journey, and I am thrilled to share some of the important news with you. After much thoughtful consideration, I have decided to transition from the role of CEO at Mozilla Corporation back to the position of Mozilla Corporate Executive Chairwoman, a role I held with great passion for many years. Mitchell has spent a quarter century at Mozilla, which is very impressive, but seemingly has had their focus distracted. Since they were both a chairwoman and CEO, it became evident that both endeavors needed a full-time leadership role, therefore stepping down for Laura Chambers, a dynamic board member who will step into the CEO role for the remainder of this year. So Laura might not necessarily be around for the long term, but this is Mozilla's test to see how Laura can change things up. She seems to be some sort of interim CEO role, probably just to see where the products go with her. With an impressive background in leading product organization at Airbnb, PayPal, eBay, and most recently the CEO of Willow Innovations, which is going to definitely lead Mozilla into a new chapter, but there is definitely skepticism on whether or not Laura Chambers is going to be able to turn things around. So our focus will be on delivering successful products that advance our mission and building platforms that accelerate momentum. Laura and I will be working closely together throughout February to ensure a seamless transition. As in my role, executive chair, I'll continue to provide advice and engage in areas and touch on unique history and Mozilla characteristics. Mitchell is not going away, but as Laura takes the new role of CEO, who is going to ultimately set the strategic direction of the company, there will be changes to this. Laura's focus are on two key goals: vision and strategy for the future, and outstanding execution, including things like focus processes and capabilities. For the vision and strategy of the future, refining the company's vision and aligning the corporate and product strategy behind it. This will be grounded in our mission and unique strengths that shaped by our point of view on technology's future role in it. Basically, this is just saying they're going to be setting company goals and deciding what to focus on, trying to figure out what products and services actually fit the customer demand. That way they can stand out. All, in my opinion, fluff saying we're trying to get better at figuring out what our customers want. Moving on to outstanding execution, focus processes and capabilities, doubling down on our core products like Firefox and building our capabilities and innovation pipeline to bring new compelling products to the market. This here is like an oxymoron. They want to double down on core products, like they said, Firefox, but then they also want to build brand new things and test out new products in the market, which they've been doing with failures such as even the Mozilla AI, which they recently announced. You can check that out. I have a video on that. Anyways, Mitchell explains that they're going to expand their work onto two critical areas, more consistently representing Mozilla in the public and representing Mozilla as a unified entity. And over the years, Mozilla has become such a massive organization that some of the growth factors have caused Mozilla to suffer. It's hard to keep up in trying to diversify your products and keep a massive organization going while paying all of its engineers and people working behind the products while trying to stay innovative. There's definitely been massive organizational changes brought by these challenges to Mozilla, and hopefully with this, they do double down on some of the products that are their strong foundation, like Firefox, like Thunderbird, and innovate in those verticals and stop going horizontal. We'll see how this interim CEO does and if they change things around at all, but I do want to talk about some of the community sentiment here, especially about this change in leadership, because there's definitely mixed reactions and even skepticism towards the company's direction. Of course, people are hoping that there's improved performance under the new leadership, but a lot of the community sentiment is hoping that they focus on Firefox. There's a recurring theme of nostalgia of the earlier days at Mozilla and a desire to be more technically focused and less commercially driven. And a lot of people are hoping that they turn this around with new leadership, because that's going to dictate the future direction, and the effectiveness of leadership will impact Firefox's organization and market position. People are hoping that Mozilla starts to prioritize and go back to its technical expertise and stop trying and start innovating over focusing on marketing and financial incentives. So overall, we'll see how the strategy plays out over the next year. Will Lara be part of Mozilla by the end of the year? We'll see. I'm wishing them the best. These challenges are going to be a struggle no matter what, as the community expectations need to align with the true mission of Mozilla, which will ultimately influence Mozilla's product strategy. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Catch me in a great community on Discord, and I'll catch you in another video. Thanks for watching.